Oh no, we'll see. We'll see where it wants to be. But hey, Skyrim, how are you doing? So, hey, Skyrim, I was going to tell you, I'll send you some details later next week, but we're having another open house here at the shop, and you and Tree Manifesto are invited. So I'll send you some details if you guys want to pop over. June 25th, we're going to be doing an open house here. Okay. Yeah, anybody. I'm getting robo-dialed again. Yeah, anybody else you want to bring, feel free. Green. Actually, Rhino was right. I should have strung them all together first. Rhino was right again. I should have just put them all through. But it's not that hard once you get it. Anyway, so we'll be doing, I'm just trying to get everything ready. You have a question? A 2-string baritone. You only need 1 string. What's the question, Skyrim? No, you can add pins. It's okay. I've done it before. You just have to be careful where you put them. Usually, with a ukulele, is you'll put a pin. So there's a block in the end right here. So where this is running into, there's a block here, and then there's a block there. So usually with a ukulele, you'll either just put one into the bottom like this, and then you can either have it attached to the headstock by just tying, like depending on what kind of strap you have, or you can attach it to the heel. But as long as you attach it to one of those things, it should be fine. It's solid enough. But ukuleles kind of need straps. Honestly, if you want to play a ukulele, like do a performance with a ukulele, especially the smaller ukuleles, they kind of need, they need straps. Okay. I'm going to cut that end because it is sticking out too much. And I still have enough material that I'm okay. 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 Let's get this one on. Oops. So close. So close. Oops, I keep turning it the wrong way. Yeah, the base of the headstock, there's a few different places. There's a few different ways to, depending on the type of strap. Okay. hopefully, well, I put that one too tight. There we go. Rhino, do you want strap buttons for this guy? There we go. Things are lining up okay. Now here's where the adjustment, so, okay. Let's pop this one on and see where we're at. So ukulele strings actually stretch out quite a bit. The nylon strings will stretch a lot. So keep that in mind. Okay, we got strings on, but it is off center. We want it right there. Now, okay, I might have to adjust. I don't know if it's, those strings might be, I do have to do a bit of adjustments, a few adjustments here because of the, I'm going to have to adjust the saddle a little bit, but let's just get these strings on. If you're mostly going to be playing this one sitting down, I wouldn't worry about it. If you're going to be standing, this one's big enough that it's not that big of a deal, but it would be a sit-down instrument for sure. Yeah, so this is going, I'm going to have to adjust the nut and saddle a bit. The action is pretty high. Again, these nylon strings are pretty high, but look at that. Look at that. We have I can definitely see this needs some adjustment. I need to adjust the saddle a little bit, but for the most part, that actually, there we go. It's a little crooked. And so I can adjust that by how I space out these two things. So I can make them longer and shorter. So I'm going to have to do some little micro adjustments on the on this so that it's actually straight. I don't even know if that's in the right spot. Let me check and make sure it's in the right spot. So this is 21 and a half inch scale length. So it's actually has to go right there. I'll get this all dialed in. This is going to take a little bit of work to dial that thing in properly, so I have it all. Hey, Nifty, how are you doing? Nifty, it's been a week and I still haven't packed up yours. I finally remembered to bring in boxes. I'm going to pack up yours today. Nifty is getting his ukulele as well very soon. Rhino is going to get his. Let's see. Let's tune this. I'll see if I can tune this thing up though, so we can at least hear it. Nylon strings. Okay. Soon. So many things to do. But how are you doing today, Nifty? Nylon strings usually don't stay in tune the first day. Usually what I do is I'll string it up and then just leave it overnight and then like put tension on it, try and get in tune, but they still have a bit of stretching to do. Ooh, it has a nice, that's a nice sound for a ukulele. I've never heard a ukulele sound like this before. It's nice and loud. I've never played a baritone ukulele. This is still going to need, like I said, a little bit of work. Is that not turning? Hey, what's going on here? Okay. Yeah, it's already out of tune on the D. So D, G, B, E. It's an upright uke, exactly. Just starting your day. First coffee, nice. Good morning. Good morning, Manny. Good morning to all the Australians and New Zealanders. So it is back to being a baritone uke. You guys remember this as a tenor guitar? It's now a baritone uke. And it's going to Rhino. Come on. I just want to hear what this thing sounds like. I know it'll be loud, but I don't want it to be. I don't even know if I'll be able to get in tune. These nylon strings are just stretching. I need one of those winders. Those electric winders. Almost. But yeah, nylons, yeah, it's like I'll probably readjust these after I just leave it for a day or two. Hey, Johnson. What's going on? So here it is. I still need to adjust that tailpiece. It's a little crooked. I'll adjust the length on the inside of where it is. But for the most part, that's a nice looking, that's a really classy looking instrument. Very unique looking. Hey, Johnson, how are you doing? Maker of knives. Ablin Q Sheep, what's going on? Johnson, what were you working on today? Some knives? I was just getting this baritone ukulele ready for Rhino Lion. It's a very, very classy instrument for a classy ukulele player. You guys might remember Rhino Lion as he works with Clay here on Twitch. Forget that guy. He is going to be a ukulele streamer from here on in. You'll be like, hey, do you remember when Rhino used to work with Clay? There's the back of it. This is Rhino's baritone uke. Finished up 2 EDCs for the Gun Knife Show this weekend. Right on. That's awesome. I'm just finishing this up. I promised Rhino. So if you notice, the ukulele made of clay. Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Rhino had been working on a clay ukulele for years, and it just wasn't working out. So finally, he just broke down. He's like, fine. I'll just get Hank to make it, a clay ukulele. He exploited my one weakness, vanity. Rhino knew my one weakness. Nobody gets a ukulele from me. Nobody except Nifty. But Rhino was like, I know how to get him. His vanity. One thing Hank loves more than ukuleles is himself. And I know how to get that ukulele. For those who don't know, so this is a trade. I'll show you what we traded. Rhino made me this of my own head. And he got it just right. He got it just right. That's exactly how I imagine myself to look. I don't have to look into a mirror anymore. I just have to look into this statue of myself and be like, looking good today, Hank. That beard's looking real good. Every day. Anyway, a fine trade. So one bust equals one baritone ukulele. Baritone or bust. Probably one of the strangest trades, I would say, on Twitch. I don't think there's ever been a crazier exchange than this. So, yeah, fair trade indeed. Rhino stepped it up. I really want Rhino to get something nice. And this is very, very nice. And I'm glad it's going to Rhino. I like it when my instruments are going to people I know, and I know it will be used. Let's see if we can get it in tune. I might be able to get in tune. I might be able to get in tune long enough to do a few strums. Man, these nylon strings, they are stretching. So I'm probably going to let them stretch out, then unwind them. And this is an exceptionally long scale length too. Most baritone ukuleles are about 19-inch scale length. The scale length is the nut to the saddle. This is 21 and a half. It's still doable, but this is a big, even for a baritone, this is a big baritone. This baritone is about the same size as a 19th century guitar. So this is the same size as like a parlor guitar from the 1800s, which I really like. I kind of modeled it after one of those guitars. I really like 19th century guitars. I haven't had a whole lot of time to explore that. Maybe I'll get back into it someday. That's why I did the floating bridge. If you ever look up, like, that's my favorite acoustic guitar era is 19th century guitars. They called them romantic guitars. And that's my favorite era of the guitar. And they were about this size. And, you know, not that there's anything wrong with modern guitars. It's just I really like 19th century guitars. So this is kind of like a 19th century guitar baritone. It was originally supposed to be a tenor guitar, a 4-string, steel string tenor guitar, but it didn't quite work out. Actually, you know what? That bridge, it's a little bit uneven. I think I can adjust it a little bit. I can bring that in. but it looks pretty good. Yeah, it looks just the right size. Yeah, so you'll play it in classical position, like this. It needs an HB logo on the front of the beanie. Yeah. I'm going to put one of my Hank Bud. That's where I'll keep my toque in the summertime, because I'm not rocking the toque right now. So I think I'll have to put my toque on them. Yeah. It also needs a podium with a plaque so that everyone will know. Almost got the E. Big Brain Henry will stretch out your tongue. So, a baritone uke is EBGD. So you can play the same chords to a certain degree as you would on a guitar. I think it's like after the 5th fret. I don't know. I'm going to have to look this up. I've never played a baritone before, but it's got I should be able to figure it out. We'll see. Sorry for the wait. These strings are like stretching, really stretching. I'm going to, like I said, I'll just leave this overnight because I don't like my strings to be wrapped. You can see how much I've wrapped them. They've wrapped. You don't really want that. That can kind of mess up your tuning. But for now, it's just about stretching those out. But you can see how much they've stretched out. They're also going pretty far, but they should still be fine. Okay, there we go. There, B. E. D. Sounds terrible, but it does work. Oh, so the strings aren't fitting into the grooves there. I'm going to have to fix that saddle. That's all you get today. I'm going to have to fix that. That's as close as we got. Oh, they don't want to go in there. I'm going to have to file some grooves into that saddle. Give me a moment. I'll see what I can do here. I know this doesn't sound very good. It won't stay in tune. Oh. Well, that's not bad, not bad. Oh. Yeah, it works. It works. It's working. Yeah, it's a ukulele. Yeah. It's got some nice bass. That's usually what you don't get in a ukulele because it has these actual like bass strings on it. They're wound strings. They're still nylon, but they're wound. So there's a little bit, I need to adjust that a little bit, but for the most part, it works. It works, Rhino. We have a baritone ukulele. Can you guys imagine Rhino just sitting on a beach, the sun setting? Oh, Emmett wants in so bad. Can you hear him barking? Anyway, with your Hank Bud ukulele, you'll be the most popular guy at the beach this summer. Most popular guy at the beach. You'll be like, hey, come on everybody, gather around. Let's have a sing-along. You can have a big bonfire. Think of all the things. Think of all the things you can do with this ukulele. I'd imagine so. California is nothing but beach. It's just one giant beach. Yeah, yeah. Do some surfing. Hey Rhino, you really hit the waves awesome today. Why don't you pull out that sweet ukulele you got? Play some Jack Johnson. The ukulele Jack Johnson, not the blues Jack Johnson. Yeah, it's a nice size. I've never played, this is the first time I ever played a baritone uke. Yeah, I like it. It's got a nice sound. I don't know if you guys can hear it. Maybe it just sounds horrible on my microphone. I won't sit too close to the mic. But it's nice. Like, that's the great thing, is this thing, I'm not strumming it very hard because I'm worried about the bridge pulling out of place. Still needs... Like, it sounds like a small guitar, which what it is. Like, it's... Excellent. Okay, we have a ukulele. First time I ever did a floating bridge like this before. That worked out. Still needs adjustment, but I'm going to say success. I'm going to call this one a win. We needed that win. We needed that win bad. I'm probably not going to do anything more on it until I let those strings stretch out a little bit. And then I can start start adjusting that saddle. I'm going to bring that saddle down a little bit. And yeah, that's where it wants to go. It's a little bit, I'm going to have to pull, make a few notches. It's pulling to one side. Here, I'll get my big head out of the way. Put that there. You guys wanted to see the ukulele, but I wouldn't let you. My big head in the way. There we go. Yeah. There it is. Another thing. So what I'm going to do, the neck feels good on it. Set it up, do a bit of adjustment. Luckily, the good thing is it's already kind of worked itself out for the most part, because I built this thing last year and it had been sitting with tension on it. It just needs a little bit of adjustment, but it doesn't. The great thing, Rhino, is you're going to get an instrument that's fully kind of broken in for the most part. Usually what happens when you build a new guitar, it usually takes about a year for the neck to stop moving, for little micro adjustments. So I can be pretty confident I can get this to you, and it should stay in alignment and everything should be good, because it's already there. But yeah, it's a very, very classy looking instrument. It's kind of retro. It's very retro looking. That's the one thing, is it's new. It's obviously new, but it also has a throwback to the only thing I didn't do if I was to do really retro is do like the slotted, like a classical guitar headstock. But those things, that's a different, I didn't go that crazy. You can get those for ukuleles, and they do look nice. For the most part, I find they make the headstock a little too big. So one of the things that I like to do is I actually do a small headstock. On a lot of ukuleles, you get the headstock is big, and then it makes the neck look really narrow. So I actually make the headstock smaller so that it's all proportional to the instrument. So then it just looks like a little guitar, as opposed to like, oh, it's got a skinny little neck. So it's actually pretty proportional. And a lot of ukuleles or tenor guitars, I find them to be not proportionate, which I'm not into. So that looks really nice. It's very fat. It's the same thickness as you would find on like a parlor guitar. It's about 3 inches, I think it's about 3 inches thick. So it's got a big, lot of space in there. So you can play it softly, and it's still loud enough that you can hear it. A lot of times with like ukuleles, I've noticed some people, because they're so small, they don't play them very hard. So you don't really hear, it sounds just very soft. But this one, you can play it fairly soft, and it's still, you could rock the beach with this. What I'm trying to say is you could rock the beach with this ukulele. You guys, if you're in California this summer, you're going to hear this instrument all up and down the coast. But if you want to kind of know, so I haven't been doing a lot of acoustics. This was something that I was working on last year, and then I got sucked into doing the electric guitars and finessing those. Originally, I was going to be doing things like this, very vintage style acoustics. After seeing this one set up with this wooden tailpiece, I'm like, oh, that looks so nice. I should do more. Unfortunately, maybe I'll get some time. I would like to be able to do at least one acoustic a year. But time, always time. So I'm glad I did this one. It is a very nice piece. Everything's really nice on that. So poor Emmett really wants to get in here. Maybe I'll let him in. But then he'll win. I can't let him win. I do want to bring him in here. He's pushing on the door, but then I'll be like, you win, buddy. You can come in. So I should probably let him chill out. Anyway, I'll work this thing. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It was doing nothing as a tenor guitar, and it works very well now that it was always destined to be a baritone, so that's fine. Oh, and Rhino, I need to get a case as well. I'll find a case for it. Yeah, it was exactly the same wood. So here's so this Bastogne walnut is probably from the West Coast. It's either from California or Oregon. So that Bastogne walnut is a West Coast wood. Most likely, there's no other places it really comes from. So most likely that the black walnut is from out east. The neck is again, it's American wood, or this is all North American wood, Canadian or American. The spruce top is from BC, another West Coast, that's Sitka spruce. The fingerboard is torrefied big leaf maple, so that's another West Coast wood. And then, so the only thing, the black walnut is either from the eastern US or probably eastern Canada. So, but it's got black walnut, Sitka spruce, maple, and Bastogne walnut. But the majority of it, the fancy wood, is from your neck of the woods. So that is Bastogne walnut, all the light colored walnut with the flame. That is probably, we'll just say it's from California. We don't know if it's from California or Oregon, but until someone tells me otherwise, it's from California, Northern California. So we'll just say that. So there's no exotic woods on that. Yeah, so that is a mostly West Coast. So I'm glad we figured that out. And I think, man, that Bastogne, look at that. All gold. It's just a golden brown, honey brown, golden guitar. Hope you like yellow and brown. I know everybody's favorite colors are yellow and brown, and that's what you're getting. But and some gold hardware on it. I think the gold hardware looks nice. Anyway, you guys don't need to hear the Hank song again. I'm just happy with this thing. Very happy. So, everything worked. Everything worked. For the most part. Just have to adjust a few things. We should be good. Yes, this will need a bit of adjustment. Oh, I'm glad you're happy, Rhino. I'm really glad we were able to figure this out. So I'm going to say success for now. I'm going to just let the string tension be on it for a day, like I was saying. I am going to try and find you a case for it as well. Hopefully I can find a case for this, for a ukulele this big. I don't know if it's like I'm going to have to find a baritone ukulele case or a small guitar case. So it's I'll see what I can round up for this, because yeah, it definitely needs that. So I'll keep you updated, Rhino, but we're very close. We're not done yet. I kept saying we're almost done. It's like, oh no, we still got a little bit of time, a little bit more to do, but all the hard stuff is done. It's just tweaking it, getting those strings working. I really kind of want to get a demo of that thing as well, because it does look nice. I need a real ukulele player, not some hack like myself. That is not dry yet. So I'm still waiting for that to dry. Another thing I need to do, I was working on something. Oh yeah, I got to do my other truss rod cover. So anyway, yeah. No problem, Rhino. Thank you for the work you did. I really appreciate the work you do, Rhino, and that's why I really wanted to do something really good for you, because you really stepped up your game. It was amazing what you produced, so it kind of forced me to step it up as well. So it was good. It's always good, and it got me to finish kind of my original vision for that instrument. Maybe I wasn't quite sure on what it was going to be, but that looks closer to what I envisioned it to be. You know? Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous. And that'll be a staple of my stream for years to come, that bust. So it's kind of like I'm glad I was able to make something, because I know that thing is going to be a thing for a long time. Jer, how are you doing today? Jer, I converted. It's not quite done yet, but I converted the tenor guitar into a baritone uke and put a walnut tailpiece on it. So this is. It needs a little bit of a setup. But that's going to Rhino. So we got that for Rhino. And then I got this. Now, do you guys know Jer is the reason I made this guitar. Jer is the reason I got this top. I had to show Jer what I bring to the party. And this is what I bring to the party. This is solely just to rustle Jer's jimmies. Okay, Spike. We'll catch you later. Anyway, check this out. Did you see this? I got some laser etched Hank Budd guitar plates. So I'm fully branded, almost. I'm even going to do a water slide decal. Your jimmies are rustled. Good. I'm glad your jimmies are rustled. Now, you guys, we're going to see Jer answer back. We're going to see what Jer replies with. Jer, where is your spalted maple Strat? Where is that spalted maple Strat? Are you guys following Jer on Twitch? You should. He's busy right now, but he's going to be back with a vengeance very soon. So much wet sanding. Jer understands the pain of what I did to get this thing this shiny. You guys have no idea what it took to make it this shiny. But Jer understands. Jer understands my pain. Until you wet sand a body for 2 days, you don't know. Anyway, I'm working on the truss rod cover for this one. So Rage was saying my truss rod cover was too big, and he was right. So I sanded it down. I think it's okay. I still have to finesse it a little bit, but I really don't necessarily want to cut another one. So I think, does that look okay? Jer. Oh, thank you. Man, that I started to use TikTok a lot more, and I got way more traction on TikTok than anything I've posted on Instagram. So I'm kind of leaning more into the TikTok realm now. This guitar got like 3,000 views. I got like 50 followers. I only had 40 something followers, and now I have 100. So it's just like I never got that kind of reception on Instagram. So goodbye, Instagram. I'm a TikToker now. Like all the kids. I'm going to be a TikTok. Yeah. Jer, you know what you should do? You know how you're always worried about your hair? You should perm it and then shave the sides of your head like all the kids are doing with the little poof on the top and the sides of the head shaved. You should do that. Then you should post videos on TikTok. Yeah, I have to sand it a little bit. Like I said, I made another one, but it was a little big. And so it was one of those rare times where I was just like, I'll listen to chat. Come on, Jerry, you want to be famous, don't you? We all have to do our part, and that's what you got to do. But I did enjoy, like I was saying, I'll go with whatever platform I get the most reception from, and right now I get way better views on TikTok than I do on Instagram. So Instagram is designed, they want you to pay. You got to pay to play. Okay. Let's see if that's even. I don't think I got that even. I don't think that's quite even. You can see it's too bulky on that side. I might just have to cut a new one. Maybe I just have to bite the bullet and make a new one. I'm kind of just trying to modify an old one that was too big. You're ultrasonic cleaning your glasses. TikTok doesn't make any sense. It's super obnoxious. I don't spend any time on TikTok. Hey, Astro Printer. What's going on? I think I'm going to have to cut another one. I don't think I can get this thing symmetrical by hand. That's not symmetrical at all. That's terrible. Hey, Westery. Thank you for that follow. What's going on, Astro Printer? So, let me show you what I've been working on. Oh, Jared, did you see my Pank guitar is back in the shop? The Pank guitar is back. If you guys remember the Pank, just finished a nice basswood live edge clock. Nice. How do you feel working with basswood? Sometimes I use basswood for bodies. It's very light, but it dents easily. Yeah. So I'm selling this Pank guitar. AJ wants to upgrade to a walnut semi-hollow. So I said, well, I'll see if I can sell that Pank one and then use that money to start the build. So I lent her my other hollow body for recording, and then I'll see what I can do with this one. So I did, speaking of basswood, yeah, best for ornamental pieces. So basswood burns really well for doing like wood burning art on it. And so I made a basswood guitar for Karen Day is my name, and she's going to burn designs all over it. And then I'm going to seal it. Great for laser engraving. Yeah. So if you guys, so Karen Day is my name. Karen Day is going to be, she does it all by hand. She's a human laser engraver because it's so consistent. And so I made her a basswood. Basswood is used for guitar bodies, but you have to seal it. You have to finish it in thick lacquer to kind of protect it. So I sent that to her. She should be starting that next week or the week after. She's getting ready for it. So I'm kind of excited to see how that turns out. So I got a few things on the go. Oh, and then, of course, I have this one. This is my, Orbiter's here. Man, everybody's raiding in here. I'm just going to keep holding this one up. This is my latest fancy project. This is, hey, the Pat dude. Thank you for coming in. Are you raiding with Orbiter? I just had a previous raid with Astro Printer here. Yeah, good and bad and the ugly. Yeah. Orbiter, what's going on? What were you working on today? Yes. This is a pressure dyed Buckeye burl with resin. So, and then I just finished a gloss coat on there. Hazard 6s, how are you doing? Nice, winding mini buckers. That's awesome. Man, you are getting serious about that pickup winding, Orbiter. That's awesome. I will need some Orbiter P90s sometime in the future. Hey, Chris Not Cross, how are you doing? Chris Not Ross, how are you doing? Yeah, so this one, I got it all buffed up the other day. I got the neck on. I'm still, you wound some P90s, nice. Are you out of here for today? Okay, Emmett can come back in. Okay, let's see ya. Emmett was not happy being left out. Now he doesn't care. Okay, Emmett, you can come back in. He was so upset. Oh, Emmett. Hey, Chris Not Ross, thank you for that follow. No, it is Paduke. That body is Paduke. Sorry, I just had to get Emmett here. Yeah, it's okay. Sorry. Hey, here, have a treat. Yes, so sorry about that. So this body that's not dyed, that is Paduke, which is naturally red. Hey, thank you for that follow, Kim for the day. So yeah, that's natural. Karen, what's going on? And then the neck is maple, and I scarfed in another piece of Paduke on the neck there, so you can see it's got the red headstock, and then the headstock is more burl, and then I did Paduke binding with a little blue strip in there as well. Yes, I just threw that treat at him. Here you go, boy. He was upset. I had to keep him in the other room, and he wanted to come in here, and I wouldn't let him. But I'm going to stream for another hour, and then I have to take him out. Emmett, come here. Come here, Emmett. Anyway, I have another thing to show you that I was working on. Here, come here, Emmett. Come here. Come here. I got a treat. I got a treat. Come here. Emmett, come here. We got treats. Okay, I'll show. Come on, Emmett. Come on. Come on. Come on. We got treats. We got treats. I'll give you a proper treat. Oh, there we go. Okay, Emmett. Here we go. Here we go. Yes, good boy. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah, you'll report me. Oh, I treat him very well. Look at how well I treat him. I even let him lick my arm. Yes, yes. Anyway, let me show you what else I was worried. Sorry, I got distracted with Emmett right here. He's been in the other room for an hour or two, and he's doesn't like being alone. So, yeah. Okay, let me show you. I finished the setup. Karen will round. Yeah, I know what Karen will do to me. I know full well what Karen will do to me. So I got Rhino's baritone uke strung up. Here we go. So there is Rhino's. I got strings on it. It still needs a bit of adjustment, but for the most part, it's like, it is done. Yeah, it turned out really well. This is a ukulele for a Rhino Lion who made the bust of my head that's right there. So this collaboration is wrapped up. The next one is Karen's. If you guys are following Karen got an all basswood body. I was just telling people about it. Karen, you should follow Karen Day is my name right there. She's going to be working on her first guitar. Yeah, Big Brain Henry. So this is one. I was joking earlier that that Rhino knows how to exploit my one weakness, vanity. That he really wanted a baritone ukulele, but the only way to do it would be to model a bust of my head. Hey, DBC249, thank you for that follow. You play a mean radio. Both AM and FM? So, if you guys, I'll show it one more time. One more time. This is the bust that Rhino made for this ukulele. So, one bust, one baritone. So nifty. It's dull because I keep handling it. It's actually Nifty was mentioning that it looked kind of dull. That's just because I've been touching it so much. I have some micro mesh here. Don't worry, I'll get nice and shiny again. I've been touching it too much. Don't worry, we'll get that up nice and shiny for you, Mr. Nifty. I've been handling it a lot. Just some nice, you don't want micro mesh so it doesn't scratch it. Just don't stop it. It'll be, there we go. Yeah. Maybe I should get another buff. So I have a buffing wheel with different compounds, but actually I think that looks okay. The back, don't worry. You can see yourself in it. There we go. Actually, you know what? It is looking a little cloudy. Probably I'll hit it with the buffing wheel before I do the final assembly, and then not touch it. Not touch it ever again. So I'm waiting for a few things with that one before I can finally finish it. I need to get my water slide decals for the headstock. Those I found out were just printed today. So that kind of sucks. I'm just going to have to wait on that. In the meantime, like I said, I got Rhino's project is good. It's almost done. Karen's got hers. I still need to do Papa Doom's thing. Another thing I'm working on. Where do I put all these guitars? No, that's two. Okay, I need to move some of these guitars to the other room. Give me a second. I need to shift around these guitars. I don't want anything getting knocked over here. Give me a second. Too many guitars. I got way too many guitars here. Okay, this can go up here for now. Then it's okay. Everybody wants a mirror finish. Jer, are you still there? Have you seen my Turkish walnut? Have you guys seen my Turkish walnut? I don't know if you have. Let me show you my Turkish walnut. Too many guitars. I got a lot of guitars, but I'm going to be selling a bunch of guitars at the end of the month. Oh, okay, you've already seen my Turkish walnut? Okay, then you've seen everything. You've seen it all. But I'll show everyone my Turkish walnut. I got another kind of telly semi-hollow here. This one I got, oh man, needs hang juice. I don't want to brag, but I will. Straightest string ferrules of my life. Those string through holes. These are probably the straightest that I've ever gotten my string through holes. This is made me very happy. There is usually one that's like slightly just like they're never this symmetrical. But this time I really want to brag because it's like it's a rare thing when I get those absolutely perfect. There's always something moves. Yeah. Got to go sand some wood. Okay, Karen. Yeah. That's very rare. Very rare. Okay. This one should also be done by the end of the month as well. There. This is going to be all with Relic hardware. Very, very... This one's not going to get a gloss finish. Sorry, Nifty. I hope you're not disappointed. This is getting a satin oil finish. But look at that. That's going to be a very, very neat looking. I know it looks like a lion right now, but when the hardware is on it, it won't look like that. I need to brag. Every once in a while, I only brag about the things that, need to be pointed out to distract from the things I do bad. You keep the audience. You distract them over here so they don't see what's going on over here, So, oh, hey, puppy. What's going on, puppy? Huh? What's going on? 45 more minutes, maybe half an hour, buddy, and then I'll shut down the stream and take you for a walk. Get you something to eat. So, actually, where is my neck? Let me grab the neck as well, so you can kind of get a better sense of what it's going to look like. This hardware, I'm going to relic it. And then, and the plate. Where is the plate? So all this hardware is going to be relic like the other one with the muriatic acid. But this will give you a better idea of what it's going to look like. It's got an ebony fingerboard. And then all that hardware is going to be kind of like worn and relicked. It is a good look. I find on walnut, the oil finishes look a lot better. On that one, I could have done a matte finish, but I felt like I had to take that one as far as I could go. But this one, the big rivers are more rustic. It just works a lot better for these ones to have the satin oil finishes. And the walnut is going to look really good. Like that's the thing, it's like I could do a gloss finish on this, but it wouldn't make it any better, So this one, I have to, actually I'll probably be carving the neck for this one on Friday. So for my next stream on Friday, I'm going to be carving that neck. So this one is getting done. And I have a plate, a Hank Bud plate for that one. One of my plates I don't know if it came like that. I don't remember scratching it. I was very careful with it. It has a scratch on it. So the one with the scratch will go on this one because it's going to be all relic anyway. So it doesn't really matter, but I'm always kind of disappointed when the chrome has a scratch in it. It can't have a scratch in it until the customer puts the scratch in it. But that is going to be very classy. Classy looking Big River. No. It does look kind of interesting. I wonder, like I said, I think once the hardware is on, well, those eyes will still be there. It's kind of neat. We'll see what it looks like. It'll just look like a cat peering through with that V in the middle. So like when the hardware's on, kind of looks interesting. Yeah, I think that this is the final incarnation of it. It works really well as a semi-hollow. This is where you can see I've come a long way in the last year. The first few were just more like standard Telecasters, which there's nothing wrong with this. Like it still looks good. This looks pretty classy too. It's a smaller body shape. It's very comfortable. But I don't know. It's like I like the natural wood, but there's a lot of people who like, I just want color and shine. So they're drastically different, same body shape, but it's kind of like, what are you into? Do you want like a rustic kind of like semi-hollow, worn, for the right player? And then other people, it's like, no, I want shiny pink. Nobody's wrong. Nobody's wrong in this equation, but it's just preference. What do you guys? Natural wood or shiny pink? What do you want? What kind of guitar do you want? I always lean towards, the reason I don't do a lot of shiny, colorful guitars is because I like these. I like this. But I can do shiny. And as you can see from that one as well, it's like I can do shiny and colorful. I just don't. I choose not to. Let me tell you something. Picasso could paint photorealistic paintings. He chose not to. That's all I'm saying. Natural woods. Yeah, I think it depends. Like, honestly, it's whatever the client wants. Like, it is nice to have the color for anybody who's, like, as an example. That's why I'm glad I did that one. Just so that if anybody was just like, look, just give me a glossy blue or something, I can do that. Hey, notes and volts. Maybe a pastel blue instead of the pink. Pastel green. Yeah, those colors look really good. I find that the pastel colors look really nice matte as well. Just kind of like a powder pastel with a matte finish. What's going on, Raiders? Hayes Anderson, how are you doing? I was just asking the people what their opinions were between painted shiny guitars and natural wood. Hey, Notes and Volts, what were you up to today? Thank you for that raid. Would match the hardware still. Yeah, I think those pastels with like a nice chrome would look good. But, everybody has a preference. Just chatting. Nice. I finished up what I was working on today. This is my next project. I'm going to be carving the neck on Friday. It's all roughed out right here. And then this is a walnut, black walnut body, one piece black walnut body. Nobody ever sees, I've just been showing people the front, but nobody ever sees the back. And the back looks really nice as well. Natural wood is better color if you're hunting. Yes, these are hunting guitars. You can take them hunting. Anything you want. They're far better. Far better. Yeah, I think that's my preference, but some people like shiny, classic looking colors. Let me show you. So I like doing one piece walnut bodies. Black walnut. So this is black walnut. And I think it looks pretty nice. Why paint it? Why paint? Why paint anything when you have this? Look at that. That's just the back of it. Blackstone, you're also natural wood. Like just a nice piece of black walnut. There's some kind of grain in there. Once that's oiled up, it'll look pretty good. Like I'll show you that this will look very similar. Actually, I think it's from the same billet. I think these two, yeah, they're pretty much from the same piece of wood. So it's going to look very similar to that. And that looks really nice. Natural. And this is an English walnut. This one I'm working on is going to look very, very similar to this, except it's going to have a black ebony fingerboard instead of the, this one has yew wood. So, but they're very similar as far as woods go. This is more figured, but they're going to be very similar, these two. This is a fancier version though. It's just fancier. It's just fancier. So I'm just getting show pieces done for the end of the month. You guys, the Raiders who just joined us, this is also another one I've been showing off. This is not natural. That's been dyed, pressure dyed Buckeye burl with resin. And then natural Padauk. The redwood is the Padauk. So that is, I will do colorful and I will do shiny. Don't ever think I won't. This one is going to get chrome hardware. I'm really excited to see what it looks like once all the hardware's on it, but I'm just waiting for a few more things. I'm still waiting for my water slide decals. Hopefully they come in early next week. I can't finish it until then because I want the headstock to be gloss like this. You can see it's only a matte finish right now. So I'm going to put the water slide decal on and then just make the headstock shiny. Everything else, the neck is matte. But it looks nice. I like that matte finish. Feels good. I think matte or a satin, it feels better on the neck. The problem when you have a gloss neck is the hand kind of sticks to it. So it's better to have a finish that isn't going to feel weird on your hands. So the body can be gloss, but the neck, sometimes some builders will just oil the neck and that's it. This one, I wanted the maple to stay white. I wanted it like white and like less yellow. If I had put an oil finish, it would have turned yellow. So I used a matte polyurethane, which just sealed it and kept it nice and white. So it is sealed. I had to do that for the fingerboard, which is bird's eye maple. Normally bird's eye maple will get quite yellow and you can see a lot of the detail, but this has a matte finish to seal it so it won't get all gummed up when you play it. So, but this one is getting a tung oil resin, and that yellows it in a really nice way, nice and golden. Again, I find it makes the walnut look really good. So all these things that I talk about with my preferences, this is what I do. It's not like set in stone. It depends on the project. This Big River model is my guitar. This is what I think a guitar should look like. So this is uncompromising me. This one is going to be exactly what my vision for a Telecaster should be. It's a smaller body. I like relic hardware. I like really nice walnut tops. It has a flamed maple neck, ebony fingerboard. This thing is what I think a Telecaster should be. So I'm already kind of getting that, like, this is my vision. The Royas, so I call this one the Roya, this is the Big River. The Royas are more for like art pieces, like I'm going to do a thing, you know, and they're more of a platform for like, if I have a cool idea or I see a really interesting top like this and I make something out of it. So it's like Roya is Farsi for, it means dream. So it kind of makes sense. That's how I'm kind of using those ones. Yeah, I haven't been doing much stained, but I think on some of mine I might be doing more staining, maybe some bursts. But for the most part, I just like using kind of woods that kind of work together already color-wise, but then you get a lot of brown. That's the one downside when I've done a lot of natural wood, and the downside with natural wood, everything's going to be brown, orange, and yellow. And brown, orange, and yellow all look really good together to a certain degree, but most people would never say brown, orange, or yellow is their favorite color. There might be a few people, but when you ask people what their favorite colors are, it is blue, red, and green. And those, if you want those colors, you're going to have to dye it. So there's nothing wrong with doing a PRS style top. Tari has been hassling me for a year to do a fancy quilted top. I do. Oh, let me show you. If Will said if I wanted to buy this top off of him, I just showed him, Megan. I'll show him again. Just a second. Let me show a piece of wood first. Do you have time, Megan? I want to show a piece of wood. You weren't here. Well, I just gave him some treats. Okay, I'll get him again. I just gave him some treats. Hey, Emmett, do you want some treats? I have treats. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Come here. Come here. Emmett. We got treats. We got treats. Okay, Emmett. Okay, sit. Look at that face. Look at that face, Megan. Look at him. Emmett is growing up without you. Okay, Emmett. Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. I wanted to show some wood, but I'll show your dog. Squish him. I won't be mean. I'm sorry. I know you miss Emmett. I'm taking care of Emmett while Megan's gone. Emmett is actually Megan's dog. Emmett is not my dog. Emmett is Megan's dog. Oh, okay. I want to show some wood. You're a good dog. Good dog. He is pretty cute. Man, I've been taking him on 2 or 3 walks a day. He is high energy. I am getting fit. This dog is making me fit. I take him on a hike. At least I took him on 2 hikes yesterday, once in the morning, once in the evening. He really needs that second evening walk now. Or else he'll just act like a maniac all night. So, let me show you guys some wood. Where is it? Here it is. This might just be big enough. I don't know if this is big enough. This is some highly figured quilted maple. This is like, look at that. Now this would dye really well. This is a really nice piece. Will told me, he's like, well, if you really want this, he'll sell it to me. Now, if I was to do a dyed top for a client, I would use this. Somebody's here. Oh, it's Jaime. So this just fits my Roya shape.
Okay.
So, because AJ, if I can sell the Pank guitar, AJ was asking if I could dye a top green. And then I'm like, but then it'll just look like a PRS. Like that's a bad thing. This is a premium. This is 5A quilt. That's a really nice piece of quilt. Let's throw some hang juice on it and see where it goes. How are you doing today, Jaime?
I'm doing great.
Let me tell you something. Jaime was wiring his guitar last night and he got it right the first time, which never happens. Never happens.
That's such a nice piece.
Oh yeah, this is really nice. Look at that.
Depth. Oh
Yeah, this would have to be gloss. That is painted tops. Yeah, that would need to be a glossy finish. Yeah, that's 5A quilt. Now, if you guys are wondering about the grading process, like that's a premium quilt. There's a lot of, when you sand that up and then put a gloss finish, it has a 3-dimensional look to it. It hits the light. Like you kind of have to make that gloss just because of how the light hits it.
So
Though it would look fine oiled up, it would look exceptional. As a gloss piece. Yeah, quilted maple. I'm not a huge fan of flame, but quilt. Here's the thing: I always kind of poo-poo quilt because it's just like, well, everything has quilt on it, and it's like, well, not everything, but it's like, for me, it's like I like weird. I like that Turkish walnut top. I feel that has more character. Though I will admit that this is a nice, like that's an amazing top. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm going to talk to Will about this top. Really nice quilt is hard to find, especially like this. You usually see a top like this on like a custom Gibson. You'll see this. I don't think this would be thick enough to do a carved top, though. Hey, Jaime, how thick do you need for a carved top?
I want to say quarter-ish.
Yeah, you could do it. This is 0.26, and it hasn't been. This is probably too thin. That's why it was probably a good deal. Is
Maybe
because
it's like a mellow carb, doesn't it?
it would have to be. I don't think you would. This would be for a flat top. It would kind of have to be, but very, very nice piece. So maybe I can do something with that. We'll see. We will see.
La crème de la crème.
Yeah, this is the finest
Finest.
quilted maple one
This
can
is-
get.
So deep.
Yeah,
Like, so much depth.
yeah.
Beautiful.
You can get lost in a top like this.
I'm already jealous of the lucky owner.
Yeah,
of this
yeah.
guitar.
We'll see. Well, it's Will. Will has all the best stuff. Will said he might.
Oh, this is Will's.
Oh, this is Will's personal stash.
Oh.
That whole wall there is just Will's stuff, and he just has piles of this stuff. Will has been collecting piles and piles of really nice, but this isn't something that he would make a guitar out of. So he's willing to sell this. So we'll see. I might have a client who will be interested in this. Are you just pulling out more Will's? Do you know what that is?
Insane.
Here, bring that over. Let's just go through
Like
Will's
a
pile.
Monarch butterfly vibes.
This is torrefied maple burl. So this is more maple. Actually, Bow River has a bunch of this stuff on sale. Not on sale, but Bow River has a bunch of torrefied maple burl and just maple burls right now. So if anybody is looking to get a burl top, Wood to Works, they're a Canadian company, but they're pretty reasonably priced and they ship to the States. If they're looking. We're just looking through Will's wood pile, Jer. Will has all the best wood, so this is.
And the coloration for this piece is more of what you see on the main camera than what you see through this one.
Yeah.
The color's more
Yeah.
like, this camera.
Here, let's hold it up here. So it doesn't get the details though. That camera,
Yeah.
like, well, if I get the
yeah.
light, there we go. Then you can
That
kind of.
gives it some justice.
Yeah, it's hard. These cameras don't quite do it. Will's secret stash. All the finest wood in the shop. Will never stream. He just shows up from time to time on mine. Neither will Simon. Jaime might stream. Jaime, bring your guitar over and. Yeah. So Jaime won't stream, but I'll just have him fill in for me. It's like, sorry, Hank couldn't make it. You get.
Some fun with
Yeah.
the audience.
So he's got his Jazz Master Gibson hybrid with some gold foils in there, with a spruce top and mahogany body. Here, you get in there. Very, very interesting concept there, Jaime. Looks good.
You can
I'm
see-
curious to hear how it sounds.
The binding.
Yeah, he did a bunch of. So it's like you took a Jazz Master, but you did a neck like a Gibson, and then you added all these acoustic elements like binding and stuff like that. It's a lot of different ideas going on there. A lot of different ideas. He's crazy. I told him it would never work. I
It's
told
like
him. What would you say that is?
It's like an acoustasonic, but it's a real electric guitar.
Yeah, yeah.
So we've got, yes, that spruce top, but then we've got real solid hollowing.
Yeah.
So completely hollowed inside except for this block for the tailpiece
Yeah.
and the tremolo. So huge amount of open space in here.
Yeah, I'm curious to hear how it sounds.
And the neck, we've got a 19 millimeter, which is super thin,
Super
almost
thin.
like metal ready shredding type
Yeah.
guitar. So for me, this is like what a true jazz master should be. This is a jazz guitar because it's hollow, because it's got the, more control.
Are you saying you improved on the Jazz Master?
No, no, no.
Who do you
Who
think
do
you are?
think I am? Get your hand. Okay.
Oh, it's just plug-in.
Yeah.
The Nova style.
It's a jazz master, but taken to the next level with
Yeah.
the acoustic guitar top.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll
Glad
hear.
you guys like it.
Yeah, we'll hear how it sounds. Did you get your cat eye yet?
No, it's gonna arrive Friday.
Here, I got an extra one. I found an extra one. You just
Temporary.
you give me that one when it comes
Cool.
in, but get it done.
Lovely. Thank
Do you need some screws? Let me get you some screws for it. Does it have screws in the bag?
No.
Okay, give me a second. I got. Here we go.
So today we're gonna finish the nut slotting, and we're basically ready to plug and play. Thank
There
you,
you go.
sir.
Get that thing
Thank you kindly.
done. I'll take the jack.
Yes, I'll give you that for a
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that's looking good. Jaime, I think you can do one more really nice build before the end of the month.
I think so.
I think you should concentrate on doing one more rather than try and get the bass and the melody maker done.
You think so?
I think you should.
Well, for the show, for the open.
Do you have all the hardware for which one do you have all the hardware for? The
Guitars.
bass? The guitars?
Yeah.
It's all I think you should
I still need a truss rod for the bass.
yeah, I think
Minor stuff.
I think you should be working on the guitar. Oh, why did my camera suddenly slowing down? Oh, give me a second. Something got unplugged here. Oh, here we go. There's the culprit. There we go. We got the power back. Okay, Jer, it's good chatting with you. You have a good night and enjoy your dinner. Tell Lady Glockenspiel I say hello. Yeah, so we're doing an open house at the end of the month. Jaime's. Okay, we'll cut the templates. You think that thing will be done soon? We'll cut them this week. Before the end of the week, we'll get those cut. Maybe tomorrow or Saturday. Are you playing this weekend? Saturday. Okay. Then we should try and
Be here early Saturday, just
we should try and get them cut maybe Thursday or Friday then.
Okay.
And then you'll be set up for that. And then get that melody maker.
Crank them out.
Yeah, get at least one. And then that kind of like you have that one, you have your first one, and then you have the melody maker. So you still have like 3, and then you can probably have like the bass in progress. Like you can kind of check out what Mare did with that bass. That neck is so nice. Let me show you what Mare's working. Can you grab me that neck? This is really nice.
Body as well.
I'll just have the neck for now. I don't want to dent anything. They've seen the body. Check out this Wenge neck. It is really nice. She just oiled it up. Feels really good. It's got a rosewood fingerboard with the Wenge neck. It needs to be steel wooled. It still feels a little gummy, but that's just the excess. That's another thing, Jaime, is when you put the oil on, there's only so much, like when you do Osmo oil, there's only so much that it can absorb. So you put it on, you leave it, and then you buff it, any sort of excess off. That's what marinade is. You can feel it's still a little gummy, but that's just on the surface. But it has soaked in. It's just the oil left on the surface is still. Hey, Tari, how are you doing? Yeah, wenge. But that's a really nice bass neck. That feels really good. So Meredith made basses for Sadowski. That was her thing. So she hasn't made a bass in a while. This one's coming along. It's been slow going, but she's making some progress. She's got to get the bass done and then have a couple Freyas, because we are calling it Freya Day. So we should have some more Freyas done for that. We got a lot to do, and we have 3 weeks left. We have 3 weeks to get this all done. My guitars are close, but they're not done yet either. Yeah, but I already have at least 5 already done. So I'm laughing. I'm good. I can casually finish my 2 guitars and be okay. The rest of you guys have to step it up.
All for the people.
Yeah, it's good to have an event that gives you a deadline, because there's no guitar shows. NAMM was last week.
I'm looking for something to
Is
release.
does this not fit?
No.
This one doesn't? Try and find the adjustable wrench. There is an adjustable wrench. Oh, I was using it the other day. Give me a second. I know where it is. Maybe. I think it's in here. Here it is. A ratchet would be better, but this you should be able to. Oh. So, Tari, this still needs a setup. But the baritone uke has a tailpiece, and we did strum it. I did the Hank song on it. It sounded fine. So this one's good to go. Owning a working bicycle again. Nice. And a mountain bike. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. It's good to have a bike. Nice. I haven't been doing as much biking as I used to, because I've just been going on hikes with Emmett. Emmett, I don't want to put him in a cart behind me and bike up a hill. Anyway, this thing just needs a little bit of adjustment, a few little adjustments here and there, but it should be good. We should be good to go. Everything worked. The tailpiece worked. It looks good. The saddle needs a little bit of adjustment. But other than that, everything's good. Everything is good. Actually, I think if I just get some fret files, I can pop that in there and it won't pop out. Let me grab that. Okay. Do-do-do. Yeah, it doesn't want to stay in there. I might have to make a new saddle. There's something. It's pulling out quite a bit. I don't know if I have to adjust the saddle. It doesn't really want to stay. I'm going to have to talk to Meredith. Meredith will know. Yeah, it's true. Did you know that a human on a bicycle is the most efficient creature on Earth? A human is actually really slow and really inefficient in their energy, in their movement, locomotive energy, compared to other animals. Most animals are faster than us. The only thing that's really good is humans have extreme endurance. We can run for a very long time, but we're not very fast. But a human on bicycle is the most efficient use of energy to speed.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Is that like a real fact?
Yeah. Yeah. I hope that they never train chimpanzees to drive bikes, because then they'll be unstoppable and they'll take all of our jobs. There won't be any more Uber jobs for any human. The chimpanzees will do it for peanuts. Literally peanuts. The problem with chimpanzees, I'm no biologist, I've just watched a few things and I'll just repeat it. Chimpanzees are a lot stronger than humans, but they don't have the dexterity to their muscles that we do. So yeah, like chimpanzees are incredibly strong, but they don't have the same control over their muscles in the same way that we do. That's what I heard. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they'll have most of the power. It'll be Planet of the Apes, yeah. We'll work for the monkeys. That's what's going to happen.
I don't want to freak you out, but I saw this video of a robot that can ride a bicycle.
A bicycle robot.
Yeah, like a robot that can stabilize everything. And all.
I have seen, is that one of those MIT ones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now they won't even do it for peanuts.
They,
Just do it.
yeah. Well, in the future, we'll all have robots, and I'll train the robot to build the guitars, and I can just hang out chatting on stream. I'll have a robot sander. Oh, yeah, it does not want to stay in place. I'm going to fix this bridge. But other than that, does that one not work?
No, that's a different one. You
Oh,
had one.
oh, I had another one in there. Oh, crazy.
I'm just looking for the screws that match.
Anyway, this thing needs a bit of adjustment. I've never worked with a floating bridge before, so I need to talk to Mare about adjusting this thing so that it stays where it should. I think I have to adjust the kind of this side. I'm going to have to figure it out. I'll figure it out. Learning something new. I've never done a baritone ukulele, and I've never done a tailpiece like that before. So you can see it's pulling this way a little bit. Toss it in the burn pile. Yeah, no adjustment needed. Just throw it out. Rage, how are you doing? Yeah, I might do deeper slots, but it's like there might be an adjustment to make it so it's not pulling as much in that direction. It could be that my neck is like this guitar isn't perfectly symmetrical, even though it's like symmetrical here. It might be a little bit, the neck might be a little bit off. It could be that as well. So I might have to just pull that bridge into position. Just driving. Well, Rage, you can't see it, but I got the tailpiece on. It still needs, the saddle needs a bit of adjustment. I might have to do a new saddle. But other than that, I think no, it's not the holes in the tailpiece, because the holes are just big enough for the strings to go in. It could be the angle. So one of the things, I can make one of these longer and the other one shorter, so it can pull. It might be pulling too far on one of the sides. It looks like I might not have those perfectly in the center. It looks like it's pulling more on this side. So I can make one side longer and even it out. That's what I think. Yeah, it popped out of position. It should be right here, but it's pulling over. So I can adjust the length of either side of the tail gut to put in position. Oh, it's just pulling. It's pulling one way, and I think when I look at it, I think that it's one side is longer than the other, so that's going to have to be adjusted. I got some adjustments to do, or I might put some grooves into here to pull it into place. I might do something like that. There's a few things I can do to just pull it into position. It seems to be just slightly leaning this way a little bit. Yeah, I'll do deeper slots. So this was slotted for different strings. They were much thinner strings. They were thin steel strings for this. So it's like the nylon strings are a lot thicker. So it could just be doing deeper slots and it should be fine. And it'll just pull itself into place. But yeah. 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 But then it's pulling it over. It should be right there. And then when I put it on, it's just pulling. You can see it. It's just enough. So I need to do an adjustment so that it's like leaning the other way just a little bit. Just a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, the tail wire, I think it's adjusting the actual bridge so that it is, I think it's uneven. So I'm going to leave it with tension tonight just to let those strings stretch out. And then I'm going to take tension off the strings, adjust the bridge, put it back on, see where I'm at. Yeah. Oh, nice. You got some Koa. Rage was showing me some Koa today, some Koa fingerboards. Looked really nice. figured koa is so nice. Looks really good if you can get it for a top as well. Either way, it does work. It just needs minor adjustment. But that's what you get when you do a retro tailpiece. There's a reason why they don't really do these. Is it's much easier in a factory to glue those in the right spot rather than adjust a tailpiece to work. But once I get the adjustment in there, it'll be fine. I think it's the right width. Like that's about what it looks like with those tail pieces. Like it's not the same you don't do the tailpiece, like it's okay if it goes in a little bit because it has to go in to here anyway. So it's like there's always a little bit of like it kind of flares out. That's not a big thing. On the arch tops, it kind of flares out a bit too. I don't understand. Demending on my neck? Depending on the neck. Yeah. Yeah, the strings, like it's pulled over too far. It's shifted over too far. That's what I'm saying. It's not the width. The bridge is pulling this way. So I need to adjust the bridge so that it's in alignment in the middle. Right now the bridge, because these are two different lengths, it is pulling one way. Yes, that exactly, Alex. You can adjust the knobs on those. So I just put this on and I wasn't really checking. Like, so I can adjust the knobs on each side of these the tail gut to put it into alignment so that it won't be. So I make this side longer. So right now this side is slightly shorter, not by much, but it's enough that it's pulling the whole thing this way. So once I get those adjustments right, then it should just pull into place. So once I get those adjustments, it should be fine. It's just like one of those things. It should be just slightly, it should be right there. And it doesn't want to be right there is where it should be. And you can see it. Yeah, I can't really do it under tension, but you can see it's kind of more, it's closer on this side than that side. So it needs to be adjusted on this. But yeah?
Give an opinion.
Okay, do you guys have opinions? Tari, do you have opinions?
The internet was made for opinions.
Jaime needs an opinion. We have a few in the chat right here. Don't worry. Bring your question to the chat. Oh, here you go. You do your thing.
All right, thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm taking over for the next 2 minutes. So, here you see the Gibson style Jazzmaster. And we are at a pivotal point in decision making, which is the knobs. All right. And we've got two options. We've got, is it an SG? It's a Jazz Master. Boom. Here you can see it. Boom. We've got a spruce top, in case you missed that earlier. So we've got Gibson style gold top hats. Option A, the Gas Master. I like it. Yeah, you're onto something, Terry. Or Fender style amp knobs. So I'm really torn. And maybe you guys can help me decide. Should I go with the Gibson style top hats or the Fender? No numbers. Brown ones. I don't have any without any numbers, but thank you for the suggestion, Alex. Brown ones, yeah, they're kind of like honey goldish. So it kind of, I think it pulls the gold and the spruce a little better. Keep in mind, the coloration in this camera here is not the greatest. This is more realistic. So, yeah, brown ones. Okay, thank you. That's all I needed. It's a tough one for me because the pups. Yeah, the Fender ones give it more of a vintage look. And they kind of go more with the P90s, the black cover P90s. These go more with the spruce, so yeah. Everyone's telling me different things. Black ones would give it more contrast. Yep. Classy. Classy, yeah, that's kind of what I'm going for here. Classy. That's kind of the brand I'm trying to build. So, I appreciate you all. Thank you, Alex and Tori. Terry Sue. And with that said, back to Hank, if he's ready. Thank you all. Thank y'all. You can place them on the pots without pushing it in. Yeah, sure, I can do that. Like I'll just do it gently. So let's do that. Volume, tone. Two of one set, two of the other. No, I'm not going there. Sorry, Alex. I can't mix and match. And then tone. Volume. Now the Gibsons. Yeah. I think it's the Gibsons, guys and girls, boys and girls. It's, yeah. I'll just have to do that. Put it on, stare at it, sleep over it. It's not a decision of right now, but I definitely appreciate all your input. Yeah, that's where I'm leaning. Whoa. There's like a... Do you guys see like a wave effect on this camera? Is that a thing? It's like...
Yeah, that's the fluorescent.
That's cool. Wonderful. So, what do y'all think? I guess till Hank is back. I know I'm breaking the rules of the universe by making a hybrid Gibson Fender. I know, but it's already done. What's done is done. And thanks, Tari. I guess. What's Hank's opinion? He thinks it's total blasphemy. Or you mean the knobs? I'm not sure. I haven't asked Hank.
What? About what?
But, well, Gibson Fender Hybrid is called PRS. There you go. There you go.
It already exists.
Do you want to give your opinion on the knobs? I guess. You're in the middle of something. That's okay.
What is it? Oh, we're looking at knobs?
Gibson style.
Those ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait. Oh, it's tough to say because you got the black.
Right.
Oh, that is it. What did Tori think?
We kind of all concluded the Gibson style was better.
Yeah.
To fit the.
You could go either way.
Yeah.
But I think I like the Gibson.
Now, if I change this to black, then it would.
Yeah, you could just make it all match with black. Tough decision.
You don't like the white numbers. That's good input. I exactly said first what you did say. That's right. That's right. But here we are. So for the next guitar, yeah, I think it's Gibson. Just look at that. It's beautiful. Beautiful. For the next guitar that I'm building, we're gonna do the same concept. Hybrid Gibson Fender. Gibson shape. Flat top with the beautiful binding. I don't know if you can see that. There, kind of. It's focused. Yeah, look at that binding. It's so beautiful. In my opinion. These are all opinions. And, yeah.
You done?
I'm done. I'm just filling in until you're done.
Oh,
Ready.
I'm ready.
I'm just making.
I'm actually probably shutting down.
All right, y'all. Thanks.
So, thank you, Jaime.
Of course. Thank you for the spotlight.
Okay, so I loosened the strings and I started adjusting the length of these, and that did a little bit. I think I'm going to have to tighten this side. I've loosened this side a bit, so it's pulling out more on that. Hank Jr. Golden Gibson knobs. Yeah, I'll get some knobs on this one. I'll get split the coils for you. Anyway, I think I'm going to call it. This needs a bit of adjustment, but I'm confident I can adjust the saddle, adjust the tail gut, and I think I can get something that will pull in. I got it pulled over a little bit more, but it's like just a tiny bit. It still doesn't want. It's still pulling a little bit. It needs to be right there, and you can see it's just that much. That much. It wants to pop back into place. So it's just like I've almost got it. Right there is where I want it. But almost. Anyway, I'll be back on Friday. Yeah, that's another thing, Tari, is I don't want it popping out. but I also don't want it to be fighting the position. Another thing can happen if the bridge is pulling, if it's trying to pull that way. It's another thing, if you strum it too hard, it's going to go that way, which is why I think with the gypsy jazz, they would glue in those end pieces to hold it in place. You know what I mean? To keep it from moving. So anyway, I'm going to figure this one out. Once I get it figured out, I will I'll let you guys know. But for the most part, it's it is holding. It just has to be right there. Right there is where I want it. But it wants to be there. I'll get it. I'll get it. Yeah, glued on for them to sit in. Yeah, those frames. Yeah, I've seen that done. That's a last case scenario. If I cannot keep it in place, I will do that. Then you always know where your bridge goes as well, which is kind of handy. But I'm hoping I can just get that bridge adjusted or the tailpiece adjusted so that it'll just naturally want to be in the right spot. So I'll deal with it. Don't you guys worry about it. I know you guys are going to be worried sick for the next 2 days until I stream next, and you'll be like, I wonder if Hank solved that tailpiece problem. I wonder if Rhino's uke is okay. And you guys will just have to tune in on Friday. Yeah, you have a good night, Tari. Let's see, who's on? Who is on right now? Also, Alex sent me a link or a picture the other day of a leather worker who was doing a leather pickguard, a leather telly pickguard. And I was like, "Ooh, that's really cool." So I followed him, and I'll be waiting for him to stream next to find out more. Oh, sweet, JB is on. I know who we're going to raid. We are going to raid JB. That's who we're going to raid. You guys know JB. You all follow him. Let's hit him up. Okay. You guys have a great rest of your week. Don't worry too much. Yeah. The Adderco workshop. Yeah, he's interesting. The Adderco workshop. I'm going to keep an eye out for him. So you guys follow the Addercorp, and I'm going to wait till the next time he's streaming. I want to see that leather pickguard he did. So, okay. You guys have a great rest of your week. Don't worry about me. I'll be fine. I'll be back on Friday. Okay. We'll see you then.